Right, can you all hear me? Lenny? Ilang, you can hear me nicely? Good. I'm making sure everything is good here. All right. Let's continue with our worksheet, right? So we go to, we were now on this one. Isn't it? Students? Let's continue with our worksheet. Do you remember our order of doing things? We said when we get one, we are going to look at the type of question. How many methods of factorization did we say we have? How many? There are 4 methods of factorization, right? Number 1 is going to be by grouping. Can you hear me? Ilang, can you hear me? Okay, good. Number 1 is by grouping. Number 2 is by difference of 2 squares. So you say difference of 2 squares. Then number 3 is when we factorize quadratic trinomials, when we make that t. When we factorize quadratic trinomials. Then the last one is going to be when we, the basic factorization. So we can say the basic factorization. When we factor out, okay, when we say the basic factorization, it's just when we look for a number to factor out and a letter to factor out. So here we go. We have, let me just make sure everything is fine here. And we can continue nicely. Hi, Atla. Good evening. How are you? It's good to have you. Okay. Okay. We go on. So what we do, we look at this. Remember, by grouping, you use it when you have 4 terms. So what you do, you get a question. You look, if you see yourself having 4 terms, then you have to factorize by grouping. By grouping just means you look at the first 2 terms alone, you group them, okay? You group it into terms, then you look at the last 2 terms alone. So we're going to look at the first 2 terms alone, then the last 2 terms alone as we factorize. So we write ax plus ay plus 3cx plus 3cy. This is going to be equal to, we look at the first 2 terms, we look for something which is common, which is a. If we bring out a, what do we remain with here? We remain with x plus, what do we remain with here? We remain with y. Then now we look at these last 2 terms here. Okay, we say plus, what is common is a 3c. So you bring out a 3c. Then what do you remain with here? You remain with an x plus, what do you remain with here? You remain with a y. So now, since here, this is x plus y and x plus y, we start with the things that are outside. You say a plus 3c. Then next you say x plus y. So this is we have. So it's going to be a plus 3c multiplying x plus y. Are we together? Factorization by grouping. Then we come to this one. And we're going to look and see, okay, I see a minus. So I have to check, is this the difference of 2 squares? I see I have 3. 3 is not a square number. This is not by grouping. You can't use by grouping here. It's not 4 terms, but you see a minus. You see is a difference of 2 squares. But 3 is not a square number and 12 is not. So no, we can't say that. So we use the basic factorization because it is also not a quadratic trinomial. There are not 3 things. So you now say this is 3a squared minus 12b squared. What do? You do basic factorization. What does basic factorization say? Look for a number that is common, which is 3. Okay? 3 can go into 3 and into 12. Then you look for a letter which is common with there is none, so you open your bracket. You say 3 divided by 3 is 1. Anything for a squared? No. So it comes back as an a squared. Then minus, here we have 12. 12 divided by 3 becomes a 4. Anything for b squared? No. So it becomes b squared like that. So this is what we have now. This is what we have. But now let me tell you something. If you look inside the bracket, you're going to see an a squared, which is a square number. You're going to see a 4, which is a square number. You're going to see a b squared, which is a square number. 4 is a square number because it's 2 times 2. And you're going to see that they're subtracting each other. So this is difference of two squares. The first square number is a squared. The second square number is 4b squared. This is a square number. So when they're subtracting, you do the factorization by difference of two squares. So we can continue here. We have our 3 outside, but this, we can factorize it to these two like this. And they'll multiply your 3. And this is what you'll be having as your solution. Are we together, students? Students, are we together? Lenny? Great. Millicent, are we together? So you would say 3 multiplying a minus 2b multiplying a plus 2b. So remember, said, after you factor out, always look inside your bracket to see if you are done. Here you are not done, Millicent. There is an a squared. That's a square number. 4 is a square number. B squared is a square number. And they are subtracting. So it falls into the difference of two squares. And when you factorize the difference of two squares, remember, you find the square root of the first one, which is a, of this 4, which is 2, of this b squared, which is b. Then you make two brackets, one which says a minus 2b, the other one which says a plus 2b. There we go. And they're still multiplying the 3, which is outside. And this is going to be a final solution. Let's go. Let's go factorize now. Here's a different one. We are factorizing this one. So we write 9w squared minus 100. We see a subtraction. We see two things. Is this difference of two squares? Is 9 a square number? Yes, it's 3 times 3. Is w squared a square number? Yes, it's w times w. Is 100 a square number? Yes, it's 10 times 10. So yes, this is difference of two squares. There's subtraction and they're squared. What is the square root of 9 is 3. Of w squared is w. Of 100 is 10. So you can now make two brackets. One which says 3w minus 10. And then the other one which says 3w plus 10. So this becomes now the final thing. 3w minus 10 multiplying 3w plus 10. There we go. This is a solution. Are you seeing this, students? Are you seeing this? Everybody, are you seeing this? Good. Well done. I'm happy. Now we keep going, right? Next, factorize this. You see that these are 4 terms. These are 4 terms. So we're going to use we're going to use by grouping. That's the method here. When you have 4 terms, I don't want to hear anything unless you can subtract them and make them less. But here we cannot, so it's by grouping. So you're going to write MP plus NP minus, always rewrite their question first. Now we can start by grouping. We look at the first 2 terms, that's by grouping. Then we will look at the last 2 terms on their own. That's by grouping. Look at the first 2 terms. Tell me what number is common there. What is common? Do we have a number which is common in the first 2 terms? No. What letter is common in these first 2 terms? Do you see? Yes. You see, it's a P. So you put a P. Then what do you remain with? Here you remain with an M plus an N. Then let's look at the second one. What is common here? There's a minus 6. Oh, minus 6. And there is a Q. So minus 6Q. Then we open bracket. What do we remain with here? M. Then remember here, minus 6 is gone. So it's now a plus. Then here you remain with an N. So now you have M plus N and another M plus N. That's very good. So since the brackets are the same, you start with the things outside the bracket, which is p and the negative 6q. So it's going to be p minus 6q here multiplying m plus n. So there we have it, p minus 6q, and this is multiplying m plus n. And you'll be done. Are you seeing this, students? Well, well done. I'm proud of you. We go next. Factorize completely. 2x minus 4x squared. Factorize completely now. What are we going to do? Well, the first thing you do, you look for a number that is common. Because this is not the difference of two squares. You don't use by grouping. This is not four things. Come on. You don't say a quadratic trinomial. We don't even have three things here. So this is an ugly term. So you're going to factorize the normal way. Basic factorization. What is common? What number is common here? 2. So you put it out. Because it can go into 2. It can go into 4. What letter is common here? X. Okay. And when there's an x squared, there's an x. The lower power is x to the 1, which is the one you bring out. Then you open bracket. 2 divided by 2, 1. X divided by x, 1. So you can put the 1. Then minus. How do you factorize four things, students? By grouping. Sir, these are four things. So this is the easiest thing you've ever done. We know that there are only four ways of factorization. When you are factorizing a term that has four things, then you factorize by grouping. So you look, how do you group first two terms on their own, the last two terms on their own? So when I do the first two terms on their own, what do? First two terms on their own, I look for a number which is common. Okay, that's the name. It's normal. Come on. When you do the first two terms, look for a number what that is common. Then a letter that is common. So it's 2a and 4. What number is common there? 2. What do we remain with? Here we just remain with an a, only plus. Here we say 4 divided by 2, we'll get a 2. Then we come to the next 2. What number is common? None. What letter is common? P. So you say plus P. Open bracket. You remove it from AP, you get an A. Plus, you remove it from 2P, you get a 2. Are the brackets the same? Yes, both of them are saying A plus 2. So we can combine them to 1. But we start with the things that are outside the brackets when we do. So it'll be 2 plus P. And this is multiplying A plus 2. So we can say this is 2 plus P multiplying A plus 2. Are we together? Look at this one now. 162 minus 8t squared. Can you see this? So you're going to say 162 minus 8t squared. Is 162 a square number? If you say what is the square root of 162, you don't get a whole number. So no, you can't. So first, you're just going to use the normal factorization here, because this is not four things. You can't use by grouping. This is not three things. You can't use the quadratic trinomial where you have something which is squared and three things. No. So, and you can't use difference of two squares. This is not a square number. 8 is not a square number. There is nothing you multiply by itself to give you 8. So this is basic factorization here. Basic factorization, what do? You look for a number which is common on the two things. It looks like it's going to be 8. Can I say 162 divided by 8? No, you really can't. So can you say 162 divided by 4? Again, you really can't. Can you say 162 divided by 2? Yes, you can. So you're going to bring 2 out. 162 divided by 2 is an 81. Minus 8 divided by 2 is a 4. Then there is nothing to divide t squared. It's just a 2 outside. So it still comes as a t squared. So we say to you, well done. But before you stop, we say, hey, look inside your bracket. You see that you have 81, which is a square number. It's 9 times 9. You see that you have 4, which is a square number. It's 2 times 2. You see that you have t squared, which is a square number. It's t times t. So these are all square numbers, and they're subtracting. So you have to do difference of two squares inside here. Square root of 81, 9. Square root of 4, 2. Square root of t squared, t. So now it will be 2 multiplying 9 plus 2t. Multiplying 9 minus 2t. So it is 2 multiplying 9 plus 2t. Multiplying 9 minus 2t. There we go. Can you see? Can everybody see this? Students, are you seeing? Yes, you can do this. I know you can do this. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Look at this one. Factorize completely. Oh, what? So you are going to take that. You rewrite it first. 12n squared minus 4mn. You can see you have m. It's not even a square. Look, this is not 4 terms, so we don't do by grouping. We don't do quadratic trinomial. It's not 3 things. We don't do difference of 2 squares. M is not a square number. So this is going to be basic factorization. How do you do it? You look for a number which is common. It's 4. It can go into 4 and it can go into 12. You look for a letter which is common, n. Stay in s squared and whatever. Then here you now say, okay, what is 12 divided by 4? That's 3. What is 2 n's? You remove 1, you remain with 1. Then you say minus 4 divided by 4, they cancel. M, there's nothing to divide it, it comes. This n and it's divided by 1, they cancel, so it'll be like this. So this becomes your final. Many of them are the same. Oh, okay, we'll see 1 here. That's nice. We'll see 1 here. And let's see. Too many of the questions are just, okay, it's not enough on quadratic trinomials. I feel like everything left, we've done it. Let's try this one. 4p squared minus 9. You write 4p squared minus 9. 4 is a square number. P squared is a square number. 9 is a square number. So it would be 2p minus 9. So here, look at what you do. This is a square number. 4p squared is a square number. 9 is a square number. So you factorize them. You square root them. I mean, square root of 4 is 2. Square root of p squared is p. Square root of 9 is 3. So when you make your bracket, it will be 2p plus 3 multiplying 2p minus 3. There you have it. So it's going to be 2p plus 3 multiplying 2p minus 3. Are we together? All right. So now it's going to be your turn to now go through these questions, solve them, and give me the solution. Let me just do. Let's just do this one. Can you see? Okay, so you write 12x squared plus 15xy minus 9x. Here, this is going to be now, look at this class. Yes, we have quadratic, but we have something with an x and we have something with an x again. So it's not a trinomial. A trinomial should have one x. Should have an x squared and an x and nothing. But there we have it. So now what we're just going to do is do the normal factorization. Look for a number which is common. 3. Then what do? We look for a letter which is common. X. And what's the lower power? It's just x, the one which is just x. Then we say 12 divided by 4 by 3, that's 4. X squared, that's minus 6. So here, you see, you bring out your 3 and your x. You say 12 divided by 3, you get 4. You have 2 x's, you remove 1, you get an x. Plus here you say 15 divided by 3, that's 5. Then here now, you're going to say this, remember it's 5, then we say x divided by x, they cancel. Nothing for y, it becomes like this, then minus. So you see here, 9 divided by 3 is going to be 3. X divided by x is going to be nothing like this. Can you see? 3x multiplying 4x plus 5y minus 3.